Good morning, student. Today I am going to explain you the second part of our chapter, The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom. First, we revise the first part. In first part, we read there was an old couple who was very kind and hardworking, and they had a pet dog, and they loved that pet dog like his own child. But that pet dog was killed by their greedy neighbors. After the death, the spirit of the dog appeared in the dream of old man and told him to cut the pine tree over his grave and to make a mortar and a mill for their rice pastry. On New Year Eve, when they put rice and bean to grind and crush, they change into the gold. When their greedy neighbors knew about that, they also borrowed the mortar and mill, but their rice changed into the foul mass of worms, and in anger they chopped the mortar and mill and used it as firewoods. Now, what's happened next? We will read in this part. Today, we will start our next part. Not long after that, the good old man dreamed again. Now, the good old man, dreamed again, and the spirit of the dog spoke to him, telling him how the wicked people had burned the mill made from the pine tree. Now, the dog informed the old man that the wicked couple burned that mortar and mill. Take the ashes of the mill, sprinkle them on the withered trees, and they will bloom again, said the dog spirit. Now, the dog spirit told old man to take the ashes of that mill and sprinkle that ash on the withered trees. Withered means the trees without leaf or flower. If the old man sprinkle the ash on the withered trees, they will again starting blooming. The old man awoke and went at once to his wicked neighbor's house, where he found the miserable old pair sitting at the edge of their square fireplace in the middle of the floor, smoking and spinning. Next day, the old man went to his wicked neighbor's house, and he found the neighbors were sitting near fireplace and they were smoking and spinning. From time to time, they warmed their hands and feet with the blaze from some bits of the mill, while behind them lay a pile of the broken pieces. And what were the neighbors doing? They were warming their hands and feet with the wood of that mill. The good old man humbly asked for the ashes. Now, the good old man asked for ashes. Though the courteous couple turned up their noses at him and scolded him as if he were a thief, they let him fill his basket with the ashes. First, the bad or greedy couple treated him like a thief and also scolded him, but after that they filled his basket with the ashes. On coming home, the old man took his wife into the garden. It being winter, their favorite cherry tree was bare. It was the season of winter, and their favorite cherry tree was without a leaf or flower. Bare means without leaf or without flower. He sprinkled a pinch of ashes on it. Now the old man sprinkled a pinch of ashes a very small amount of ash on the tree. And lo, we use for surprise. It sprouted blossom until it became a cloud of pink blossoms which perfumed the air. As the old man sprinkled a pinch of ashes on the bare cherry tree, it sprouted. The leaf and the flowers start coming on the bare cherry tree, and it's covered with pink flowers, and the perfume smell of these pink flowers spread in the air. The news of this filled the village, and everyone ran out to see the wonder. When the news reached in the village, everyone came there to see that cherry tree. The covetous couple also heard the news. The greedy couple or the bad couple also heard that news, and gathering up the remaining ashes of the mill, kept them to make withered trees blossom. And the greedy couple also collect the remaining ashes of that mill and keep it to blossom the withered trees. The kind old man, hearing that his lord, the daimyo, was to pass along the high road near the village. Now the kind old man, heard that the lord was going to pass near his village, set out to see him, taking his basket of ashes. Now the old man set out to see the daimyo to take his basket of ashes. As the train approached, train means the procession, was coming, he climbed up into an old withered cherry tree. The old man climbed on an old withered cherry tree that stood by the wayside, which was on the side of the road. Now, in the days of the daimyos, it was the custom, when their lord passed by, for all the loyal people to shut up their high windows. It was the custom when the procession of the daimyos passed, the loyal people shut up their high windows. They even pasted them fast with a slip of paper, so as not to commit the impertinence of looking down on his lordship, because they did not want to show their rudeness toward their lordship, so they pasted their windows with slip of paper. All the people along the road would fall upon their hands and knees and remain prostrate until the procession passed by. And when the procession was passing, all the people fall upon their hands and knees and remain prostrate. Prostrate means lying on the ground face down until the procession passed by. The train drew near. When the procession came near, one tall, competent man marched ahead. A tall man was moving ahead of the procession, crying out to the people by the way, "Get down on your knees, get down on your knees." And the tall man was instructing people to get down on their knees, and everyone kneeled down while the procession was passing, and everyone was kneeling down when the procession was going. Suddenly, the leader of the van caught sight of the aged man up in the tree. Suddenly, that tall man, the leader of the procession, saw that old man who was sitting on the tree. He was about to call out to him in an angry tone, but seeing he was such an old fellow, he pretended not to notice him and passed him by. He wanted to call him in his angry tone, but When he saw the man was very old, he pretended. Pretended means he showed that he didn't see the old man and he passed. So when the daimyo's palki drew near the old man, taking a pinch of ashes from his basket, scattered it over the tree. And when the palki means the royal van, came near the tree, the old man take a pinch of ash from his basket and scatter it on the withered tree. In a moment it burst into blossom. As the old man sprinkled the ashes on the withered tree, it started to blossom. Delighted daimyo ordered the train to be stopped and got out to see the wonder. Now the daimyo ordered the procession to stop because he wanted to see that surprise. In the season of winter, the withered tree was blossoming, calling the old man to call him. He thanked him and ordered presents of silk robes, sponge cake, fans, and other rewards to be given him. The daimyos called the old man and gave him many different presents like silk robes. Robes means cloth made of silk, sponge cake, fans, and other reward also. He even invited him to his castle. He also invited the old man to his castle. So the old man went gleefully, happily home to share his joy with his dear old wife. Now the old man went to his wife to share his joy with his wife. But when the greedy neighbors heard of it, he took some of the magic ashes and went out on the highway. And once again, when the greedy neighbor heard this news, he also went to take some magic ashes to the highway. There he waited until a daimyo's train came along, and instead of kneeling down like the crowd, he climbed a withered cherry tree and he waited for the procession. When the procession came, instead of kneeling down, he climbed on a withered cherry tree. When the daimyo himself was almost directly under him, he threw a handful of ashes over the tree. When the daimyo was under the cherry tree, he threw a handful of ashes, which did not change a particle. But it did not change the particle of cherry tree. The wind blew the fine dust in the noses and eyes of the daimyos and his wife. Instead of that, the wind blew and the dust went into the noses and eyes of daimyos and his wife. Such sneezing and choking, it spoiled all the pomp and dignity of the procession. Now the sneezing and choking start to the daimyos and his wife, and it destroyed the dignity of the procession. The man whose business it was to cry, "Get down on your knees," seized the old man by the collar, dragged him from the tree. Now the leader, who was moving ahead of the procession and giving the order to get down on your knees, caught the old man from the tree and dragged him and tumbled him and his ash basket into the ditch by the road, and the ash basket of the old man fell into the road. Then beating him soundly, he left him for dead. Now the leader beat the greedy old man very badly. The leader beat the wicked old man mercilessly, and the wicked old man died near the road. Thus the wicked old man died, in the mud, but the kind friend of the dog dwell in peace and plenty. Both he and his wife lived to a green old age. Here, green old age means active and prosperous. Now, the kind old man and old lady was active and prosperous in their old age.